Last year, we completed the Washington Backcountry Discovery Route. It was a great adventure. We expanded our knowledge and pushed our boundaries. We became closer as a group. Soon after, we decided we wanted more. We locked our sights on the Oregon Discovery Route and started planning. Over the next few months, things progressed. New kit was purchased, plans were finalized. Finally, the day was here. The non-car owning overlanders boarded the train and headed north. So it seems that the train that I thought was arriving at noon actually arrived past tense at 11. So I should have left an hour ago, and they're gonna have been sitting at the train station for 45 minutes by the time that I finally get there. On the bright side, they had plenty of time to get their luggage and stretch their legs, because that's what you need to do after you're on a train rather than a plane. After picking everyone up from the train station, we proceeded to get the final shopping done, pack the gear, and get to bed. Tomorrow is going to be a very long day. Getting up early to get on the road and make the 9-hour, 330-mile drive to our first camp for the night. As we worked our way over the pass and across the state toward Walla Walla, we couldn't help but stop and enjoy the sights along the way. Finally made it across the Oregon border to what is one of the best locations for a campsite I've ever had. Once we moved into our campsite, we set to the task of getting everything set up. We were a little out of practice. It took us an amazing 45 minutes to get everything set up. had been a long day. We gathered the requirements for a fire, sat back, and enjoyed the rest of the evening.
See if I can walk down something without breaking my neck. Let's not do this with sandals. So down here is the trail we decided not to take yesterday, which is fine. There's no pre-made fire rings down in there or anything. The spot we decided to take was a little bit higher. It was much better view. It was really warm last night. And yeah, it was warm that barely needed a blanket. A little bit of wind, not too bad. I'm kind of surprised for being up on the ridge. But all in all, pulled in, I don't know, 5:30 maybe. But sun is just coming up. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Slept in a little bit. Sun's gonna peek its head up right over that ridge line, and it's gonna be amazing.
The next morning, we had an unexpected visitor. He was a little skittish, but he strolled right up to the camp, almost like we weren't even there. The dogs ignored him, and he walked around munching on his breakfast for about 5 minutes. Did I mention that this is one of the best campsites I've ever had? Itching to get back on the road, we ate our breakfast and packed up. I decided to see how the Trailhawk would pull the trailer for a while. Its first test, the hill out of the campsite.
Rock mode, cruise up to the highest height and 4 low.
Okay, I'm going to bring you up probably a line. I'm probably just going to bring you straight up. So just come slow and watch me. Okay, so put it down in the lowest one and just let your foot off the brake and let's see what it does. Yep, that's what it's supposed to do. Just let it do its thing. Slightly passenger. Okay, keep them straight. Okay, you're gonna hit a rock on your driver's side. There you go, perfect. Perfect. Straighten them out. Come dry, and then. Yep, keep coming, turn. There you go, there you go. Keep driver, turn the driver. Alrighty. Our first river crossing of the, well, maybe not river crossing. We'll call it our first water crossing of the trip. After getting back on the road, we found a little bit of snow, a little bit of mud, and back to the ridgelines with the amazing scenery that we love to take in. continued to work our way through the forest and along some ridgelines until we came across a view from both mine and John's past.
So if I've read my map right, and I think I'm seeing what if I've rotated my memory in my head. So Elgin's down there. The highway up to Joseph, up around the Wallowa Lake, Joseph, is on the other side of that valley. If my brain and my geography is working right correctly.
I give it 50-50.
Yeah, it looks about right what I'm seeing.
We made our way through the forest, over some tracks, and found a clearing that seemed like a nice place to set up camp. Once we got the camp set up, it was the first dinner with the new kitchen configuration we came up with a few months before. Coleman stove, scuttle, and a couple tables made cooking much easier than the year before. Our camp was set up for the night, we ate our dinner, we relaxed, we swapped stories until it was time to hit the rack.